What it do? It is I, it is me, it is your boy E to the R to the I to the C. And this right here is Life and Times of Eric. Today is another day. Yesterday we had an up and down in emotions from the morning to the afternoon. You know, sometimes in life we're gonna have bad days, but it's just all about how we deal with the bad days. Like we can't let it just harp on us. I spent some time last night. I wanted to do some work. I did a little bit of work, but I just kind of spent a lot of time just relaxing, decompressing. And I spent a lot of time just watching TV. I was watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which I remember watching the movie the first time, and then seeing the show now, which wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. Definitely a lot of dialogue, which I respect, because I'm hoping that the dialogue builds up to more action in the second one, because there was a lot of dialogue that kind of established why they were doing what they were doing, instead of just getting into a whole bunch of shoot 'em up, bang bang, and not knowing why they were doing what they were doing. There's a lot of dialogue to build up to why the characters were who they were, why they were getting along with each other, why they want to get along with each other, and it pretty much showed you why sometimes a put together marriage ain't always the best thing, or a pretend marriage won't always work, because then there's issues that come about, especially after there's intimacy. You know, you may have a good couple intimacy in the beginning, but then after a while, then the flaws start coming out, and there start being issues between you and your significant other. So it was definitely interesting. Definitely enjoyed watching it. You know, Danny Glover did a good job, aka Childish Gambino did a good job. The only thing I would say I disappointed with is when the ending for ATL. Didn't like that, Danny. I didn't like that ending for ATL. I kind of wish that last season ATL, you spent more time showing Paperboy go through ATL and start becoming bigger, and then getting into more stuff and whatever, you know. Kind of like how first season was. First season was the grit, the grind of ATL, getting up, getting bigger. I kind of wish he had did that for the last season, but you know, he's here nor there. But ATL was definitely a good show that he did. It was very, very rough, rugged, very ATL-ish, I would say. If you lived in ATL like I did, then you know a lot of stuff he was talking about and doing. A lot of folks be out there doing. He didn't add in any scamming, but he added in robbing. So robbing season is upon in ATL, especially around Christmas time, and they go heavy. They go heavy. So, but yeah, man, we're headed to the trap. Of course, this is the Ride to Work / Trap Chronicles, as you know. Today's is gonna be a good day. You know, we're gonna spend time. I need to call a job back. A job called me. I need to call them back. A CPG job called me, of course, you know, because I'm thoroughly immersed in the CPG world. I've realized after taking the bros to a small master class of mine, which sometimes when I talk to people, I don't realize. Sometimes I think to myself, hey, I don't really know that much. But then when I start talking to people, I'll be like, dang, I really do know a lot. So it's kind of crazy. And there's different aspects of stuff I don't know, because in the CPG world, you won't know everything. But the difference between not knowing everything and knowing everything is the ability to get out and learn and want to learn. And if you don't know something, go and talk to somebody and be able to put your pride down and ask them what this is, how this works, and what needs to be done. Never feel like you know everything. Always be a student of the game, you know, because remember, at one point, the master was the beginner. So, you know, having that mindset, having that mentality has allowed me, I feel like, to be successful with, you know, navigating around different CPG businesses, different CPG people, and just understanding, you know, what it takes to be a mogul and what it takes to have a successful brand, and understanding that, you know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, making changes and pivoting, but you got to be willing to make the changes and pivot, and you got to always feel like your idea might not always be the best idea, even if you are the boss. You know, you got to be willing to do what's best for the mission. And sometimes what's best for the mission might not be your idea. So, you know, all that put together and plus more, you know, you start to learn what's important and what's not important, and, you know, things like that. So, yeah, man, it's, like I said before, it's just it's an interesting perspective. It's an interesting journey. And yeah, man, CPG, I will say. So, like I said, because even when I'm out the CPG game, I'm not, because I'm still working with CPG clients now, doing what I'm doing now. So, yeah, man, it's very interesting, I must say. Very, very interesting. But, yeah, I think today we just gotta make sure we continue to keep knocking on the to-do list. Like I told y'all before, we just gotta continue to be meticulous. We gotta continue to be intentional. Meticulous and intentional. Meticulous and intentional. Meticulous and intentional on what we're doing and what I'm looking to do, and that's be financially free, mentally free, and creating health as well. So with that being said, I got to make sure that every day that we're intentional and meticulous in what we're doing and how we plan to get there. Because it's easy for us to slip up, mess up, and not be able to get to our goal because we get distracted doing other things. But when we focus on what we need to do, then we're able to get to where we need to do, where we need to go, and how we need to do it. So yeah, I always make sure to have my to-do list out, like do this today, do that today, do this today, you know? Because what that does is it allows me to start pinpointing and doing a lot of things that sometimes you'll know you need to do these things, but you'll forget to do them. But once you got them written down, you'll see them and you'll be like, I need to do that. I need to do that. You know? So it kind of reminds you that I need to do that. So that's what all it boils down to. That's all it boils down to. But at the end of the day, being intentional and meticulous is going to allow me to go to the next level. No longer having intentions about what I'm looking to do. You know, be a CPG mogul, have the YouTube channel go bigger than what it is, be intentional. You know, make sure I spread my wings, make sure I have the proper placement, proper playlist, proper thumbnails, make sure I'm advertising, let more people know, make sure I have a strategy on how I advertise. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I understand what it's going to take. You know what I mean? These different things will allow me to be successful. But to be successful, I have to be intentional and I have to be meticulous. And that intentional means knowing that's what I want, and being meticulous meaning having a plan on how I'm going to get there. You know, you just can't say I want to be successful. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a plan on how you're going to be successful. That crap, that knocked that alarm knocked my charger off. Which I gotta make sure I get my butt up into the building because it's like 9:15 right now. So, but whatever, it is what it is. I'm a little late. That's okay. It's 9:15. I'll be alright. It happens. Now I gotta take a lunch anyway, so. Take it as I go. It is what it is. If you don't want me to be like this, you should have me come into work every day. You should get people who work from home job. I mean, be a hybrid schedule. If you got hybrid hours, you can use them. Oh, trust me. I'm gonna start burning through those motherfuckers pretty soon. Yeah, I see the guy with the McLaren decided out to park in my spot. Now there's another person out here parking in my spot. Who's this person with this Tesla? Okay, Tesla. I think this is a girl, but whatever. We about to see. She about to understand too. I'm about to park right next to her as well too. She'll be like, why? Why is this car parked right next to me? Cause this is big homie's hood. You feel me? This is my block. Big homie. This big homie block. Big homie. You can catch me in any hood. Bet they know me. Anyways, we're here at the trap. Man, remember, keep living your life, because if you don't, your life is not going to live you.